Check one, check two. Is this thing on? Sorry, just the fuck. Hold on, guys. I gotta make sure it registers my mic. For some reason, it's not wanting to register it. Is my mic on? I don't get it. Hold on. Turn it down. Okay. Hold on, guys. Can you guys hear me? I want to make sure. I gotta check on my other computer. I do not know if they can hear me or not. This thing tends to malfunction from time to time. Let's take these off. Turn up. Yeah, it's malfunction. Oh, am I not? Be malfunction. Turn it down. Okay, so it's not malfunction. You guys can hear me. Never mind. Hakuna Matata. Alright. Welcome, folks. Welcome to a little Let's Chat podcast. I'm just going to chat for a bit. Let's light a candle. It's not a real candle, obviously, but here's a little bit of dark space and just chilling. It kind of helps set the mood. See, not a real flame. Okay, just in case no one's up. In case no one knows. It's a nice Scrooge light. Pour ourselves a pint. This is a mixture of Boston tea and Dr. Thunder, kind of caffeinated. Help keep me awake. Alright. Let's go ahead and pour a pint. If I can. I'm pouring a pint, not overflowing it. Yeah, I think we can polish that off here in a minute. Alrighty, what's going on, folks? How's everybody doing? In case everyone's wondering, I'm doing alright. It's just, as I said before on my other stream, and also just now visiting Sir Bane, I'm currently grieving in the moment of just things that are going on. And I know I had said it was with my father's death. It's not just him. There's certain shit going on in my own head, in my own life, that I have to deal with uncertainty and also certainty. You see, this also in November of, I think, the 16th of November or something. I know as in 2016, a friend of mine had passed away. I can't say why because it's personal. It's also confidential information. But that friend had passed away in November of 2016, and that's another thing that's kind of been bugging me lately. As well as my dad's death towards Christmas of 2 years ago. It's basically a double whammy. Around this time of year, it kind of bugs me to a certain extent. And I know I tell people I'm okay. I am okay. That's really the truth. It's just I tend to get headaches during this time of year. I get nightmares. I tend to throb in bed, tossing and turning. That's basically why I have not been doing sleep streams lately, because I know some people are wondering, hey, why haven't you been doing sleep streams? It's mainly because what the effects of the sleep streams could cause towards the people watching it. I don't want people to think I'm having a seizure or something. It's mostly for their mental safety and my own confidentiality. Like I said, I've been having nightmares lately because of said issues with friend's death, dad's death, so on and so forth. And it's usually around this time of year that I usually have this issue. Because, like, as I said, my friend had passed away. I don't remember what day, but he had passed away in 2016 of November. And I know that my dad died closer to Christmas around this time of year. So, but that was 2 years ago. So, give or take. So. Coming. Hold on. Sorry, guys, we had a neighbor knock on the door about a heating issue, plumbing issue. Anyways, and yes, Cosmo, it's very dark because I would prefer to be in the dark right now because of coping skills and everything. Let's see, I was gonna read Scott Bendick's question, however. New England and the rest of Northeast better than New Jersey. Retro, you will never set foot in New Jersey or Philadelphia, right? Um, Scott, that's not really the subject of the matter, but I don't think I ever will, but that's okay. Kaza says, hey, Retro, this is spooky. It's dark. Sorry, honey. I want you to be safe, Retro. I'm safe. It's okay. I'm safe. It's just typically this is the time of year where I grieve, Cosmo, because of two deaths that happened in the vicinity of November and December. A friend of mine had passed away in 2016 in November. I had never spoken of this because I didn't think it was necessary. But I think it's best because I know some people were wondering why I wasn't doing sleep streams. But this is basically the explanation why. I've been throbbing and tossing and turning in my sleep around this time of year because of said things that have happened in the past. And that I don't want to make the viewers uncomfortable more than they already probably are with the throbbing beforehand. And I just don't want I just don't want I just don't have the guts to bring myself to that point where I do a sleep stream and people are thinking I'm having a seizure or something's wrong. I'm not the type of guy to show that on camera. I don't even like talking about this on camera, but what has to be talked about has to be talked about, or it's gonna be question after question. But yes, in 2016, I don't remember what day in November, but November of 2016, my friend had passed away. I cannot say why. And yes, Cosmo, if you would like to talk about it in private, I will definitely DM you about it. But he had passed away for a reason I will not speak of on camera. And within that vicinity, in a different year time frame, which wasn't 2016, this particular one about my dad was 22 years ago. I think 1 or 2 years ago. He had died from a type of cancer. And that was near Christmas time, like this vicinity of time. And that just takes a toll on me in a way because of the two deaths in the specific time frame of the months versus years. And yeah. And it takes a huge toll. And that's why typically I don't really like doing this sort of thing during this time of year. I love Christmas, don't get me wrong. It's just I don't stream as much during this time of year. I mean, yeah, before my dad died, I didn't really worry about it because it was piss posh. It was one death. I got over it. But with there being two deaths within the same time frame of months and having to grieve over that every year, that's kind of made it hard for me to have the courage and the guts and the creativity to make a live stream happen. So, especially sleep streams, especially Christmas streams. That's why it's hard for me to think of said games to play of Christmas. That's why it's hard for me to um, talk about the good old days of Christmas. It's hard. It really is. Because those were the days where my friend was alive, my dad was alive. Those were things I cherished a lot. So, McConnell said, I've been okay. I just been from Ibza, bro. How is doing your DJing over there? Oh, cool. I hope I never lose you, Whitey Bird. Cosmo, you don't need to worry about losing me. I'm not suicidal or anything like that. I don't do that crap. You don't need to worry about that. But I'm generally a positive person. I don't let shit bother me, excuse my language. But there are times of the year where I grieve, and that's the most extent I will go is grieving. So I don't want to make this an every year event to do this type of stream. This is just letting people know because I've been getting asked a bunch of questions both on Facebook from different people. I'm not pointing. Oh, hold on. Yep. Sorry, guys. We had another knock at the door from the neighbor. Just returning the key. Just returning the key. Alright, hold on. Sorry about that. As I was saying, this takes a toll on me every year. And as I was saying, I don't want to make this a yearly event. The point is, I was getting asked on Facebook. I'm not pointing fingers and telling who was asking. That's confidential, strictly private. I'm not pointing fingers at anyone here. I know it wasn't Cosmo because Cosmo doesn't ask that kind of stuff because he's good. But I'm not gonna point fingers on who done it or anything. It's private, so I'm not blaming anyone either. So people don't put words in my mouth. Um, but the point is, people were kind of, asking, what's up with sleep streams? Why? What is there a reason why you're not doing them or anything? It, no offense, it kind of took a toll on me because I know it's good content. I know that people love being able to chat in the chat room. It gives watch hours and everything else. It's just I haven't been able to do so because of said issue with grieving. And I want to make sure I did this live just to let people know so I don't get asked those questions constantly. So, and it's no one's fault. Don't like if there's anyone in the chat that's on Facebook with me, and if there's anyone that is starting to get the feeling that I'm blaming them, do not feel like I'm blaming you. I am not. It's just I want people to be sure to know that this is why I have not been doing a lot of content during this time of year. Because it's a difficult, and I do mean difficult time of year for me personally, because it's hard on me given the fact that that friend was personally my friend and someone that I deeply knew and my own father. So So basically, that's why I have been kind of off centered with streaming. And to an extent, I still enjoy streaming around this time of year, but there are times, as I had said, that I do not feel like getting on camera and setting it up. Because there are times where I just want to lay there, think about what to do to cope, what to do to get my mind off it, what to do to distract myself other than YouTube. Because YouTube is a lovely thing, I get that, but it's also an unhealthy, in a way, addiction, because that's what I do on a daily basis. And I can't just make that my daily basis. I have to work on keeping my things, like my priorities straight. I have to keep myself occupied with multiple different things, or I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be too obsessed with doing YouTube. I'm not gonna have time for things like family, friends, important events, and that's the type of stuff that kind of makes a guy go insane. So that's the type of thing that would make someone like me go completely insane and spiral. And I don't want that to happen to the point where I, you know, don't have a way to do YouTube because I'm too out of it. So that's why around this time of year I try to keep it to a limit. So, and Andrew says to keep your head in the right way, bro. Exactly. I appreciate that, Andrew. I appreciate that a lot. That's really smart of you to say so. And Coswell, hugs to you too, brother. I love you. Love you very much, brother. I take my first sip of my pint. But in other words, Thanksgiving went very well. I had a good Thanksgiving, as I was telling my doctor. I won't say his name because of confidentiality. I believe also HIPAA law at that point. And he had called. That's why I was away for a while today as well, because I had over the phone appointment. Plus, I had taken a 20-minute nap, so I was tired. So, um, but I'm okay. I'm all right. Just so everyone knows, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing severely wrong. It's just general grieving. So, so yeah. On a positive note, I am going to make an old man the happiest man this year for Christmas, because I know that he doesn't get a lot of presents, but my housemate at the house, he lives in the household and he doesn't have really any family to go to for Christmas. We actually live in a household with a guy that's from Nepal. I can't say his name due to video consent laws and everything. He's been asked to be anonymous, but you guys know him as my adopted brother from the house. But my housemate, Beetle Bill, does not normally get a good Christmas. And, I thought of keeping this for myself, but then I thought that's kind of selfish and I need to give it to someone that's actually going to use it and take care of it better than I will ever do so. So this year I'm going to wrap up this Radio Shack. I don't know if it's mirrored or not on stream per se, but I'm going to wrap up this Radio Shack tape cleaning kit, and I'm going to give it to my housemate Beetle Bill for Christmas this year. I don't know if I'll give it to him early or if I'll wait, but you know. Hello, young King Blakey. How are you, bud? I'm just currently grieving at the moment, bud. It's that time of year, bud. But as I said, I need to start thinking of the people around me versus myself. So, especially, and it's not just about family, it's about people around me in general. I live in a household, like I said, that does not celebrate mostly Christmas. They're from Nepal. They celebrate what they call a festival, and they don't generally celebrate with us, so or have us involve ourselves with the holiday. So over there, so typically I come over here for Christmas. You all know this, and Beetle Bill is left at the house with nobody, literally no one to spend Christmas with. So I think this would be a perfect present for my housemate Beetle Bill. I have to find wrapping paper or something to wrap it in. I need to find those weird sticker things from Dollar Tree to stick to it. And I also want to make it a surprise because I've never actually surprised someone other than my family with a gift. And it'd be a new learning experience per se. So, and I want him to be happy. I know he's got that General Electric cassette tape recorder slash player, and I think this will be perfect for it. It's a Radio Shack, and what better way to enjoy a General Electric tape player or cassette recorder than to have your own cleaning kit to take care of it. So I do not know if there's an expiration date on this. I highly doubt it. It's not like a food or preservative, but it's well sealed and it'll do him good. So, bro, have you got Christmas present in, bro? Um, if you're talking about the PS2, I have no idea, man. I have no idea. I haven't received anything so far from last year's Christmas, but I'm still waiting on your package. I think it's like something to do with the economy and everything else and shipping problems, but we'll see. So, Merry Christmas, Andrew. Happy Christmas, and all that stuff. I'm still waiting for your present from your area in England, bud. Still waiting, unfortunately, but that's okay. I don't really look for presents. I look for people to talk to. That's all that matters. That's really all that matters. Christmas is not about gifts. It is better to give than to receive, as they said for many years. So, and honestly, I've grown into the man I am today to realize it's not about gifts. It's not about getting. It's about giving it your all and making sure you make someone else happy as well as yourself. And I've always believed that Christmas when I was a kid was about presents. Because let's face it, we're all kids at one point, and we're all about presents. Presents, 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 cake, ham, something. But as an adult, we all have to grow up and mature to a point where it's about the family, it's about friends, getting together, and yes, it's about having a nice meal. So you don't freeze your butt off after working in the snow, probably shoveling. You know, that's at that point it is about the meal. But other than that, it really isn't about the meal. It's about family, friends, and people around who you can care for or you don't really even a stranger on the street just helping someone out, okay? Just a stranger on the street say they need help digging their car out or um I don't know. I haven't really gone that far. The most I've gotten is shoveling someone's yard during this time of year and raking someone's lawn. And I would recommend not just doing this around Christmas, guys. Like if you want to make someone smile, if you want someone to be positive and be happy. It's not about gifts. It's not about giving them money or something tangible like that. It's more or less kind hearts and wishes and love at that point. And for that to be a powerful thing is literally a powerful thing. And I've learned that throughout the years, in my own age and my own maturity. And I think it really hit me when my dad had died of cancer. That's when it really hit me that I need to stop thinking about my selfish self and I need to start thinking about the people around me. I think once the reality of what was happening between my brother Mikey, my dad, and I, and the rest of the Kronar family, I think the reality hit me that it's going to be hard, it's going to be rough, it's going to be difficult. So why not change for the better so it betters everyone else and somewhat myself, but near future myself in general? At this point, it's not about views, it's not about subscribers, it's not about monetization. It's about giving back. And that's really all I ever wanted with this channel. I don't care about money, fame, you name it, ego, whatever you call it. I don't give a shit about fame, money, wealth. Let's just get that real and in the reality. What I want to do with whatever funds I get from either super chats or monetization, the first thing I'm going to do, okay, is I'm going to pay some of my family's bills if I can. And then I'm going to do what my mother did. Only this time I'm not going to get a tattoo. I'm going to donate to autism research facility or something like that. Let's just say I'm going to donate to Autism Research Foundation. That's what I meant, foundation. I'm going to donate to cancer patients and all that. It doesn't matter what cancer, I'm just going to fucking donate. I'm going to donate to the homeless and the hungry. And this is the thing I need to do to better both myself and somewhat the people around me. Because it really hit me when dad had passed. And it took me at least 2 years in the making to think about this. I know I've got expenses to pay, such as my own groceries, equipment for the YouTube channel to get there. But I'm more worried about the people around me. I know there's people that say, don't worry about people, worry about yourself. But that's just not in my description of resume. I don't worry about myself because I know at one point I was a piece of shit and I don't deserve that kind of recognition. But let's get real here. I've aged over time. I've gotten to the point where I can live myself and live with others coincidentally. And to be fair, it's never been about myself. It took me years to realize the world doesn't revolve around me. It took me at least, let's see, since I was 5, so about 20 years to realize the world does not revolve around me. It has other people that coincide with it. And it really hit me when dad passed. And it hit me before when I found out my friend passed away in 2016. But it really hit me when dad passed. So as I said, that's why I haven't been streaming. I can't say I haven't been streaming. That's why I haven't been doing sleep streams or very many streams. It's just been very freaking difficult. And I really hate having to make this stream just to make a point. But as long as the people, as in yourselves, know what's going on, that makes me happy, and I hope it makes you feel more comfortable. If there is someone that did not watch this stream and is still questioning, please click this video or keep watching this video if you click this video. Or if you're just clicking from this point, please rewind and watch the whole freaking thing. Because I really hate to say it, folks. I'm not going to repeat myself again. Because I've been through so much already with this time of year. I've been through so much. I don't feel like repeating myself. I love you guys. I'm going to go on quick caffeine break and I'll probably talk to you guys later. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Feliz Navidad. Happy Nostalgiamas. Happy Noleg. Kwanzaa. Hanukkah. Take your pick. And I'll see you later. May the retro be with you. Stay retro. I mean, if you're not retro, you're repro. Live long and prosper. Peace and long life. And Kabbalah. And don't forget, as I said, if you have not seen this full video, either restart it or please be kind and rhyme. I am now blowing out the candle. Merry meet.